So the classic event ended, and knowing the previous Roblox event, I decided to read all of the games, just to see how bad some people claimed it to be. Alright, it's fine, but hey, it does look way better than the last one. Completely like how it was meant to be, classic Roblox. So I caved in and spent my time grinding out all the games for the tokens and the ticks. But it was quite similar to the previous event. The games were curved around the center, in this case, a ducky fountain. Each game had 10 ticks and 5 tokens. There are much less games. 15 compared to the 100 of last event. But maybe better games without the repeating hash dump games, but I'm here to rate all of the games. So let's begin. The first game, it's not really a game, is the lobby. The lobby was full of classic Roblox references like Roblox HQ or Happy Home and Crossroads, Tower or something. I guess there were UGC items that you get from the ticks and tokens. The tokens are used for the UGC, while the ticks are used for the items within the hub. You can also get these by doing quests in the hub. These generally require the items you purchase with ticks, such as the Super Bowl, where you hit 25 players with it, or the rocket launcher. But there are such quests, such as this one, where you race in a car for ticks. There are also obbies, like the obby of Doom and the obby of Glory, which you expect are both obbies. In the obby of Glory, there is this slide at the beginning, in which you use the point to click feature to make your way to the end, which I like. This card ride, or this capture flag, where you go around the other side of the map to capture this flag, and you do that again, 3 times. Kinda boring to be honest. There are also these secret quests hidden around the map, which are interactions on specific parts of the map, like the rocket secret, where you shoot a rocket to a rocket. It's Rocketception. You jump from here and you land onto some clouds and get the token. There's also a guess the character door game mode hidden behind the racetrack, and inside it is a very chill Christmas theme area. If you wear this shirt, you can go to the Roblox HQ and go to this VIP area, which is an awesome club, and you can dance. You can also find these secret books around the map, which is a token. Typing rainbow on top of this tower will create a rainbow at the end of it, with it a pot of gold, which has a token and was indeed very cool. This is the same where if you say magic mirror inside this little blue shop, it opens up and you can go into a small club as well for some ticks. And if you use your little drink horn on the vending machine, you can buy a soda can. I obviously chose Boxy Cola. Who wouldn't give it to this helper robot? Which you should probably him, as he is made out of cardboard and he is a robot. But you do get a token anyways, so it's fine. I also just realized that the date above the amount of tokens and ticks you have collected in total is the year you joined Roblox. And yeah, you guys can orbit quite frequently. The event's quite buggy. The lobby will get a 9.5 out of 10. It truly does encapsulate the beauty of classic Roblox, and so much to do. It's so much better than to the crap of just the previous event lobby, which were just hexagons. You can also bling the items, which I can't do because I'm a brokey. There were Star Creator Pies. That's cool. And the 1x1x1 event was indeed shit. It gave nothing to it, but our actual first game is Tower Defense Simulator. You enter this portal, and in this portal, there are 5 maps. On the first map, Candy Lane, you fight regular enemies of easy mode, with this red cliff traitor as the only unique one. You're given a preset of towers, which is good for newbies who have never played the game before. The boss was the Grave Lake, which is the easy mode boss, and was quite easy to defeat. The next map was the classic win with, hey, they used the hunt event enemies, and that cold box was the same, but he can stun this time. Anyways, I beat it with the use of the Cook boss. Just look at my boss. He built on quite easily, and look, right light. After that was the classic forest camp. I also forgot to mention that the ticks are found randomly around the map, like here in the candy, where it's next to the reading F to the carrot. And in the winter map, it's here with the forest camp and spawn having their ticks behind the. Not back to the main thing. This was quite hard, not dying, but here, mini, militant, and mortar. The M's is all you need. The boss was Gravedigger, like before, which was quite easy, but the trees were floating, and there was lighting everywhere. The next level was a classic island with also cold box enemies. On wave 6, the map becomes stormy and I put down a pursuit, which will of course save me from these enemies. You motherfucker. Anyways, this one wasn't as hard with an upgraded core blocks. Final level. The castle where we get these awesome little guys. I mean, just look at these guest scouts, which are useless. You're better off using engineers since it can be used in later waves. On the last 3 waves, you fight core blocks, gravedigger, and the fallen king. The game's hard mode boss, which were quite easy overall. Womp womp big. Overall, it was well made, so it's a 7 out of 10. And you know, I tried playing Arsenals, but the problem was my amazing lag. As you can see here, this is a mannequin of the enemies. You can see that my ping is at a wonderful amount. Here's me underneath the vat of acid. I'm so laggy that I'm practically immortal. But actually, Arsenal's classic is where you commit genocide on noobs. But they're clones by 1 times 1 times 1 times, or 1x1 1 times 1x1 is 1. I'm a clown Bob, so it's fine. It takes a sound around the map, and you can do this with friends. To get the tokens is by doing objectives such as by using the starter classic pistol for the entire round, or finding all of the ticks, or beating it under 15 minutes. In this level itself, you kill these noobs as you make your way to the noob generator, which you exploded with Bob dying. There is a subway fight, and once you get the noob HQ, you complete the classic Roblox obbies with jumping over kill blocks on a line, guessing the correct color, which in this case, you can use your gun as a hitbox checker, and jumping onto a lot of circles, and while trying not to die, which I did. A lot. Especially to these tanks. They have around 1700 HP, which when using the classic gun, barely does enough damage with these headshots. So I kept dying to these motherfuckers. There was this flood tree section where you have to step on the colorless bricks to make this block either glow transparent or solid. This part luckily had no enemies. After this, you see Bob and nuke him. But yeah, this is probably the most well-made one with the largest map, as usual, so 10 out of 10. Alright, the next one is Bee Swarm Simulator. So, to get the ticks in this event, you go and find them around the map of the special event area and the base game. Nothing too crazy and to get the tokens on the other hand, you go into a match where you defend against these slimes. Well, not just slimes, they are zombies too. But if you don't know this reference, there is an old game called Revenge of the Slimes. If you don't know what you do, you defend against the slimes, like here, but instead of a castle, you protect your hive. And if you'd played this game before, it would most likely been quite easy, as you would already have your overpowered bees. Anyways, out of the question. Items such as the Boxy Cola, Burger, and Pizza! Each give you a boost in movement, speed, bee damage, pollen gain, and some of the swords were from the classic, such as the classic Link Sword, Firebrand, to Illumina. They are just better and more expensive versions of each other. The ranged weapons such as the Slingshot and the Rocket Launcher. The Slingshot was able to shoot weak yet fast bullets at the slimes, while the Rocket Launcher is the Rocket Launcher. Trowels are great for slowing down the incoming slimes, and you could either go for a Slingshot, which is good because it has range, or you could save for Firebrand. This really goes on forever until you die, so you only really have to play until wave 12 to get all the tokens, which still rated at 6.5 out of 10. It has themes of classic Roblox, so that's why it's up here, although I wish more was done, such as an ending. There could be, but it'll be too hard to attain for the average player. Now, that may have been boring, but what's even worse was Driving Empire, which bored me out of my existence. As the usual ticks were found around the map, of course, while trying to get the tokens required some torture, upgrading like some Greek mythology. For all 5 tokens, you need to get 500 tokens. If you don't know what that's called, it was called points in the olden game, as it had the same look. Not tokens. It was an old Roblox currency that you would have gotten from winning games. In this case, you would have gotten 2 to 3 points from being a taxi driver, or 13 points from racing Builderman, or 1 point for playing 1 minute. This would have taken an hour or 2 to finish by doing the most repetitive activity of racing over and over and over, or becoming a taxi driver and speeding in a neighborhood. But speed limits don't exist in Roblox yet. But I went to do something and AFK'd for the time being. I will rate it at 2.5 out of 10 because the map was okay, I guess. Now, the next one is gun game. You find the ticks around the map. I wonder why they're all in the map. And you shoot them. You respawn, which is great because everybody chooses one map only. Because of the second part, which is crazy, as you need to collect all the ticks before able to collect all the tokens. To collect the tokens, you get a lot of people with the guns that you get from the ticks. This may seem difficult. For some of them, you need to collect 100 kills, but don't worry. All the enemies are actually just bots. So you can just spawn camp them over and over. No matter, even if it's the slingshot, which is shit, or the rocket launcher, which is overpowered, as it is a long range bomb, which is just a bomb, and the paintball gun, which is just a better slingshot. Is also baller, which is also shit. Just shooting at the enemy spawn. Rinse and repeat this until you get the necessary tokens for all the kills. I'll give this a 5 because there were some maps which I never had to see because everyone voted for Happy Home map because of the spawn killing. Still 5 out of 10. Still repetitive. Now, Toilet Tower Defense is going to get a 4 out of 10. It's quite original as you just need to complete some tasks, which does indeed take some time, as completing easy mode, medium mode, but they do in fact have 1x1x1x1, aka bomb, as the boss just disappeared. Could just be my lag also. You have to also commit genocide on toilets, so I guess you are trying to be like Taco. On the Cosmos map, you get this cameraman, which is cool as it has all the uses of the classic weapons. It's here and not lower because the cutscenes of the Bob was quite made well. Next is Cliphead. And journey in the game, we are greeted with this infographic. And oh god, copyrighted music! It's on loop and cut. Oh, it's just TikTok. Yeah, this game is basically like TikTok but on Roblox. How fitting. Anyways, you find the ticks and tokens around multiple maps related to the classic Roblox maps such as Haunted Mansion and Crossroads. You can switch between the maps by switching backgrounds when creating your clips, which is honestly crazy thinking there is no buffering and how seamless they are. And they are located here, 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 and here. Of course, there are some more, but I won't show you all. This is not a guide. It took me a while to get this one because I had 60,000 ping. How amazing. You look for these guys, John and Jane Doe, Builderman, 1x1x1x1, and Tila Man. There are some darkness maps where, you guess it, it's kind of dark. The long corridors make it difficult to find the ticks, so it was quite a long time. There was a jump where it took me several tries because it was very annoying. Like, bro, why does my hitbox doesn't work? There were many little details that truly made it have some atmosphere. I saw this red generator which read, a classic time, glided and divine, inscribed with light, a truth you must find. Through 4 number gateways the path is revealed, when the name of today is finally revealed. Now I made this script when I was playing this game, so I wonder what it meant. Now I'm no game theorist, but I suspect that you will interact with everyone else and then one time masked, since it was written on these electrical boxes, but not all of them. Now to get the tokens, I just took a video of the characters. For Jane Doe, you have to zoom out as she is unreachable, since she is right there. For the final token, you take a photo of this mess. Don't worry, it's just paint. And I thought a portal opens to 1x1x1. Sucks to suck. Still going to give it a 5.5. Would have been a 4 for being undamnedly long. But the lore makes up. Dress to Impress was next. When you join in, you see this infographic that reads a mysterious portal leading to an unfamiliar path. Yeah, I'm not going to read this. You collect ticks around the map. I especially hated this obby with my jinky body and my broken hitboxes. Like, just stay on the wall. And after that, you go modeling. And to be honest, I think I look absolutely amazing. Probably the most stunning person ever. You go into this virtual portal where there's this honestly amazing looking obby. You find the tokens that are located around the RP, which continuously goes up and has these awesome structures. It does look like some ancient Greek setting, although with Sakura trees. And it becomes more gothic, as it goes from this all lively to a dark green forest, which is still partially lively, to a black area where everything is dead. It also becomes harder with every single progression. Red bricks are located everywhere, which don't kill you, but actually do damage to your HP, and is shown with a retro style health bar. I'll still give it a 6. nothing much to do other than collect the tokens around the obby, which isn't the most fun thing, as there is no music, no visuals, and there are no themes to classic Roblox other than having the classic Roblox bricks. Roblox Bed Wars was not fun. Probably wants me to commit genocide on penguins, which probably makes sense as I could not finish this one. It was just too difficult, and you know how that arsenal like earlier? Turns out, it's the same here. But here, it's just a survival game where you protect your bed from the penguins from destroying it. You can collect emeralds and diamonds, but destroying these crates are located across the map, with there being sniper penguins, tower penguins, bomb penguins, which have bombs and explode, and the king penguin, which is the big boss of this map, and has the most HP and can summon other penguins. Very scary. After you beat this, you get the last token, which you didn't get. Still will rate this one a 7 out of 10. The Dusty Trip was next, and it was quite beautiful. You have to repair this broken up block Roblox car and fill it up with gas and put on the wheels before you set off into the Robloxia. Every while or so, there will be these structures that spawn with food, having loot such as gasoline or food. The gasoline is used so your car can go further, and the food so you don't die from starvation. But there are other Roblox items such as pumpkin heads which do nothing but still form as a decoration. Now, it was mostly just driving, but it wasn't as bad as it was not as repetitive. With new buildings and hazards, every 2,000 meters, there's a special cutscene that plays showing 1x1x1x1x trying to target you in a fight, with them originally sending out these killer drones which may seem immortal until you realize that at the very beginning, there was a damn Glock, and if you were to have the VIP, you could have gotten a sub-automatic machine gun, which helps a lot in killing these enemies. After defeating all of the killer drones, you get the token. This happens every 2,000 meters or so. So, in between, you fill up your gas and stockpile on food. This won't take long, around 30 minutes, as the car can go pretty fast. On 4,000 meters, you reach the height with only a few obstacles such as a ramp or a hole in the bridge, but after you cross it, you also get the next location. At the 6,000 meter mark, 1x1x1x1x gets angry and sends a group of pirates after you. You need to kill the pirates with your submachine gun, which would have been very easy as the gun beats the sword. Duh! This was the third token. The fourth token is in the Haunted Manor, where you kill the zombies inside the manor. Then 1x1x1x1x gets mad and spawns more zombies outside. The final one would be at the 10,000 meter mark, where 1x1x1x1x gets so angry that he spawns lava rising up, so you have to climb up Roblox HQ, where you would fight him at the top. It was quite easy, just dodge the attacks and I'm stuck. Help! 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 Well, that wasn't good. But you kill that zombie, then he becomes weak, where you can shoot him. After this, you get the final token. Would rate it 8 out of 10. If you're still here, please subscribe. It's the only thing to keep me going for now. Alright, looking at these games, play the music. Restaurant Tycoon 2 uses 150 of these guys. This takes forever as they don't exist, as I was very broke at the time, so what I did to do, I sold everything other than the tables and chairs to make as much as profit as possible. A negative 1-star rating didn't matter. All that mattered was getting enough customers to eat here and shove food down their throats. Selling everything gave me the most money, so I was able to hire more underpaid workers who can't cook better than a 2-month-old toddler. This was so boring that I practically aged 40 years, yet only gained 2 days of experience of cooking from this. I could have done more productive things. I mean, I did, as I just AFK'd, while I reached all the required points. This would just get a 1 out of 10. The only thing good was the customers, because the food I made tasted like shit. Dragon Avengers was repetitive, since there are these classic eggs that spawn every map. They respawn at least. After collecting 5 in one map, you do that by doing this super slow pointed minigame. After that, a meteor shower spawns, and you have to destroy a meteor, then go around the entire map, and then plop that egg you got into the incubator, then you get 1 token. And you do that again, and again, and again, and again, and again. In total, 5 times. That's just amazing. The ticks are found all around the map, so nothing much to them. And to even switch worlds, you would have to level up. But luckily, it was free for the event. A 1 out of 10. Adopt Me was fun as too, as you take care of a literal teapot through all stages of life, which would generally take 25 years for the frontal lobe of the brain to develop, which is accurate for the amount of time I spent trying to give this teapot a shower, food, water, go camping, going to school, and actually, this is getting a 0. I didn't finish it. I just gave up, because that's how long it did. Blade Ball is just great. Spent 4 hours on just the ticks, which are located on 10 different maps, and they each have a chance of appearing in the match vote. But unfortunately, this is incredibly rare for them, and if that happens, it's most likely voted out. So you know, all good, to get the tokens, you have to click all the ticks. So that makes it even more fun. Afterwards, you complete these missions which are just terrible, as you must complete all of them before they refresh. One of them, you fight 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which is actually well made, but you fight him like 5 times and he comes every 5 ways, so that will take you like 50 tries. And not to mention, if you die, you don't get it. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 has the ability to control over your attacks, destroy the map, shoot rockets, jail you. Too bad that it won't save Blade Ball from this torture, as yes, you can still get combos from this. So, Blade Ball is going into probably the best spot ever. Negative 100 out of 10. Yeah, it broke the scale, because unlike the other games, you get this AFK and have to repeat the most boring activity over and over and over. This is a double whammy, since it takes so long for an event that it's so short. Lastly is Liftopia. You go ahead and become like a taxi driver, where you pick up these items, pack them up, and then ship them to customers across the map. And you do this again, and again, and again, and again. You do this multiple times for each token. So this will take a very long time, and it's very boring as well. There's not much to do here, so I'll rate it a 0 out of 10. Alright, so all of the games have been rated, and I have to say, the event wasn't too terrible. I still couldn't finish it after trying to get no sleep. I still wonder why the event was only 5 days. Personally, I believe that it should have been slightly longer, at least a week minimum, or 10 days, as it does sound better as well. Games like Bee Swarm Simulator, you can in fact still play the event. The UGC was okay, but I would not really count of them, as some of them like the admin cake and the developer slice took so much effort on actually trying to find the developer, so I would not really count it. Well, that's all I have to say.